Hi, in this video we will discuss about Mangalore University 4th Sem BCA Java Programming Lab Part B programs. Program 5. Write a program that implements a multi-threading by using 3 threads. First thread generates a random integer. Second thread, if the value is even, second thread computes the square of the number and prints. If the value is odd, the third thread will print the value of the cube of the number. So this is an example for multi-threading. So we are going to create 3 threads, and first thread a number, it is going to generate a number, and we check the number. If it is even, it is going to print the square of the number. If it is odd, it is going to print the cube of the number. So we are going to create 3 threads. The first thread is to generate the number n. Second thread to print the n square, the square of the number. Third one to print the cube of the number. Let us see. So main thread, we are going to create a thread number which is going to generate a random number between 1 to 100. And it will check whether it is odd or even. If it is even, it will go for thread square. It is going to print the square of the number. Otherwise, it is going to print n cube. This is the overall idea of our program. So we know we can create a thread in 2 ways, by extending the thread class or by implementing the runnable interface. So here I am using extends thread method to make it simple. So every thread must consist of a method run which gives the actual job done by the thread. So here first we go for creating a class number, and class number extends thread. This particular thread number is going to generate a random integer. To implement it, I am using an class called import java.util.random. That is random class inside a package java.util. So the random I am going to declare like this: random, a variable random is equal to new random. It will initialize a random number generator, and I am just limiting my program to generate only 10 integers. For I is equal to 0, I less than 10, I am going to generate an integer within the limit 0 to 100. Then always the number should be between 0 to 100 only, the random number. Next, I'll print that particular number and I'll check whether it is odd or even. If it is even, then I'll call new square. That is, I'm going to create a square thread and I will say start. If it is an even number, I will just go for creating a cube thread and I will say start. And after that it will go for sleep, and it will just give chance for the next thread to execute. Since the thread.sleep can generate interrupted exception, I am giving this particular thread.sleep inside try and followed by a catch statement. I am going to create a thread square class square extends thread, and I am using a variable x, and square of int n is equal to x is equal to n. In run method, what the thread is going to do, it will calculate the square of the number and it will print the same. Similarly, I am creating one more class called cube, that is also a thread which is going to calculate the cube and it will print the same. So like this, we can just create a thread by extending a thread class. Now in my demo, I am just going to call a thread number. I am creating an object for the thread number and I say n.start. So it will immediately start the generation of random numbers. I have limited it to 10. It will check whether it is odd or even. If it is even, it will print the square of the number. Odd means it will print the cube of the number, and so on. So the output looks like this. So as I said, random number generator, you could see there are 2 set of outputs. When I run the program for the first time, I am getting 21, 8, 71, 94, like this the numbers are generated. But if you check the second execution output, it is different. So every time when you execute the program, you are going to get different set of output. Wish you a happy coding.